Welcome back to Hook Boxing. We're joined today by Amar Kayani, the Kandyman, who is 8 wins, 1 loss, no draws, welterweight. Definitely an up and coming prospect. Who's from when I spoke to your brother, who's probably
Yeah,
quite confident because that's Kasim came off as very confident. So I'm
yeah.
looking forward to this. But my first question actually comes from the last guy I interviewed. That's something I do. I
Uh-huh.
sort of link all the interviews through a question, boxer to boxer.
Yep.
So it's from some Tom Galbraith who asked, "What's the hardest fight you've ever had, pro or amateur?"
Um, Hardest fight I've ever had.
Hmm.
That's a good question, man. Hardest fight I ever had. I mean, I don't know, man. That is a good question because the fight that I lost, I think I won that. That wasn't that much of a hard fight. So, like at the start when you said 8 wins, 1 loss, I'm actually 9 wins. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I reckon the hardest fight I've had is probably as an amateur. It'd have to be my debut, man. Not
yeah,
because the fight was hard, but just how nervous you are the first time you get in the ring. Like your legs are shaking, the whole like my pro debut even. It's either my pro debut or my amateur debut. And it wasn't because the fight was that hard, but it's just like everything around the fight, the nerves and your legs are
yeah.
shaking. Your legs feel just flat till you get in the ring and the bell goes. Like every single round I was scared, but yeah, man. After that, every fight's been good. It's been challenging, but yeah, it
Hmm.
hasn't really been necessarily that hard.
So we'll just talk about that for a second. Do you get nervous before your fights, or is it just at the start then when you're just saying about the first sort of debuts that you were shaking and
No, do you know what? I still get nervous. I think nerves are a good thing. I think if you don't get nervous, you're never going to be fully switched on.
yeah,
So occasionally, sometimes I'll be more confident than not. In the amateurs, they come to a stage because I was boxing so often. I was kind of okay with it. As a pro, you never know what's gonna happen in the ring. Look, I
yeah,
haven't fought like I fought obviously because my career was just starting out. I fought like journeyman. Every single time you fight a journeyman, you're still nervous. Any one punch can make a difference in pro boxing. I did fight a guy with a good record as well, 50-50 record. I was less nervous for that because I don't know, man. It's just like obviously my next fight's even more of a step up. But yeah, I still get nervous every single fight, regardless of who you fight. You still get nervous.
yeah. So we'll talk about your next fight now. Actually, is your next
hmm
fight? Do you know who you're fighting? Because on BoxRec they seem to know, but then it's not actually been officially announced anywhere from what I can see. So it's
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I saw Box Rec and I was a bit. I thought I'm not unboxing him, and I spoke to my manager. He said, "Oh, I don't know. I think I was boxing him at one stage because the guy was supposed to box. Said no,
yeah,
and now I'm not too sure I'm boxing him. But yeah, it's not the guy that it says on paper. So we'll find that closer to the date. I think.
yeah. Yeah, just for a bit of
Yeah.
context for anybody that doesn't know, BoxRec has you fighting Fons Alexander, who's
Yeah.
a
Yeah. Yeah.
veteran journeyman, but
Mm,
doesn't meet your what you've just said of a slight step up. It just wouldn't be so. But then, like I
yeah.
said, I couldn't find anything else about him. I was a bit like, okay, it's a bit odd. Um,
Yeah. He's yeah. No disrespect to Fons Alexander. He's a he's good at what he
hmm,
does, man. He's a veteran in the game. But I think my next one was supposed to be with an opponent with a winning record. So I'm not too sure who it is at the moment.
yeah,
But I'm not too sure why it's got Fons Alexander unless my management's made me box him. But I doubt it. We'll find that anyways. We'll find that closer to the date.
yeah. I mean, in fairness, it's not. How many fights do you reckon? Yeah, how many fights do you want to do this year? Like, what's the sort of goal?
The goal is a minimum 5. I want to
Okay.
have one literally next month, and then the one after that will be after Ramadan, and then I'm just gonna be busy as I can. Hopefully, I'm trying to be quite busy this year,
Yeah.
and then hopefully back end of the year pick up a strap. And like I said, I've said in a few other interviews, it doesn't matter what strap it is, I'm game for it, man. I'll fight for any belt.
Yeah. I, Welterweight's a very competitive division at the moment, and domestically it's
Yeah,
strong as well. So you're going to have
yeah,
to. I think activity is very key if you're going to pick any belts up. Like,
yeah.
do you feel? Let's talk about your loss before we move on any further. Let's talk about your loss. Do you feel? Let's talk about your loss. Do you feel? Let's talk about your loss before we move on any further. Let's talk about your loss. Do you feel? Let's talk about your loss before we move on any further. Let's talk about your loss. Do you feel? You
Yeah,
don't feel
yeah.
that you did lose at all.
Nah, do you know what? I didn't box the best, but
Mm.
as a prize fighter, I think, you have to have a day before weigh-in. I feel like I had the same day weigh-in. I was just flat from the weigh-in. Do you know what? I don't like making excuses about L's, and L's are L, regardless of anything else.
Yeah,
But it was just one of them ones. I still think I did enough to win the fight. I got caught early. After that, it was just a bit, the whole fight was, even watching it live, everyone said, look, we thought you won, but it was just a shit performance. And I'm like,
yeah,
no, I don't blame you. And I've fought since then. I fought a guy better than the guy I lost to. I just,
yeah,
I've boxed a lot better, boxed a lot sharper. So hopefully, going forward, I want a day before weigh-in, regardless of who you fight, you want a day before weigh-in, especially if you're gonna make, 147, 148, or whatever it is. You want to be nice, fresh. You want to feel strong.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it wasn't that much of a loss. It was more of a learning curve because it's still early
Oh,
doors of my career.
yeah, definitely.
I think it works out better for me because then someone could see the record and think, oh, this guy's got an L on his record, I'll fight him. So when it does come for challenging for belts, like, they'll probably be more up for fighting me now.
Mm. Why have you gone down to welter, trying to make the 147, 148 kind of limit?
Do you know, naturally, I'm not the biggest guy. I'm not a
Mm.
massive guy. But do you know what? I always said I wouldn't mind fighting at the weight above either. So like me comfortable, like I can get to I pretty much walk around about like 153 now. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, that's light.
Like I don't yeah, so I'm like it would be stupid for me to fight at 154. Do you know what I mean? For no reason.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Put a weight on. So if I could walk around, I used to like just eat whatever I want. Since I've got a nutritionist, making 147 is not that hard for me, especially day before weigh-in. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll take some fight that's super welter as well. At
Mm.
welter or wherever happens. Like I feel like I'm strong for the weight. I might not be the biggest, but I feel like I'm strong for both welter and super welter.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
with the weighing on the day, then do you cut on the actual day? Do you have to cut down?
Yeah, on the same day weigh-in. Yeah, if I'm fighting a welter, I have to cut down. Like the one fight that I've got an L score against me is it was the same day weigh-in, and it
Yeah,
was I think they said 147, 148, and I came in and I was just it's just not about dieting. It's just about being depleted for the day. I don't
yeah,
think
yeah.
pro boxing should have same day weigh-ins, but obviously it is what it is.
No,
A lot of the time there is same weigh-ins.
I thought that they moved it back to day before weigh-ins for health and safety because it's deemed.
No man, you'll be surprised. There's still a lot of same day weigh-ins.
Yeah,
Loads of boxing shows still, and I think the only time you get a day before weigh-in is I don't know. I think before championships or something, before title fights.
you're right.
Or unless you've spoken to your manager and arranged something. But yeah, for
Yeah,
me, regardless of the weight or not, I just like being comfortable eating. I don't like, just snacking a little bit or something. I want to just eat comfortably, be comfortable, and then not have to wake up a certain time and eat breakfast. And you know what I mean?
yeah,
Just like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
easy for me.
Do you enjoy training?
I love it, man. I love training, man. I'd say I enjoy about 90% of training, but I don't like hill sprints.
Hill
Outside of
sprints,
that, I enjoy this. Yeah, I enjoy the sparring. I enjoy getting beat up in sparring, dishing out
Hmm.
beatings in sparring. I
Yeah.
like the bag work. I like all of it, man. It's just the hill sprints that hurt a lot. Track work and hill sprints are the only two things that I'm not a big fan of. I don't
Yeah.
mind. To be fair, I don't mind running. I don't mind middle and long distance.
All right.
Mhm.
Would you? How long are your runs? It's always interesting.
Oh, it
Some
just
people
depends.
love to run.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends. Usually if I'm just in a tick over run, it'll probably be 5K. But I
No.
run quite a bit. I 5K, but occasionally once every 2 weeks I do 10 miles just to strengthen my legs up
Oh yeah.
for the mental strength, and I try to beat my 10 miles time. So yeah, occasionally I do faster runs.
Yeah. Do you find yourself more competitive with sort of everything you're doing from training, from running your 10 mile, because you have got a brother in the sport who no
Yeah, of
doubt
course. I don't
is.
run with that guy. I can't run with
Yeah.
that guy. If I run a road run with him, he'll make it so like hard for me. But I mean, it's good. I like training with him. But if I run a 5K with my brother Kasim, that guy could run for days. And because he's slim, I've got that tall build, he's a lightweight, it's hard to keep up with him.
Yeah.
And he's so good at running. So when I do go with him, I know it's going to be a hard day at work.
Yeah.
But fortunately for me, we have like different timetables. He's usually free in the evenings. I'm free in the mornings for training, and like we don't really train together as much as we used to
Mm.
because he's working in the day, and I train during the day. I work in the evening, and then I train late at night, and then he trains random times. We don't really
Yeah.
train that much anymore together.
So kind of opposite schedules, really.
Yeah, pretty much. Like right now, I've just come from work. He's probably at work. Do you know what I mean? And my work's
Yeah.
different to his. Obviously, I'm doing like in the boxing gym, doing 1-to-1s and classes and whatnot.
Mm. So do you do
Yeah,
sort of like personal training, that kind of thing on the side?
yeah. Man, we got a gym in Slough called Kayani Camp.
All
So
right.
yeah, pretty much I just run Kayani Camp. Me, my older brother Zeb, Kasim runs it too, and then um and then I just do loads of like 1-to-1 work and just
Yeah.
bits and bobs.
Are
Yeah.
there other Kianis that are coming through that are going to be?
Oh yeah, there's loads. There's loads of Kianis. So
Yeah,
you've
no.
got me, it's Amar. Then you've got my younger brother Jamal Kion, youngest cousin Jamal Kion. He's like my little brother.
Mm.
He's an amateur. He should be boxing in the elites soon.
Yep.
Then obviously you know Kasim.
Yeah.
And then I've got an older brother, Zaib Kiani. He's he was probably the best out of us, but he went into like coaching and whatnot.
Okay.
So he's like a pro coach. He's like my second coach. Obviously, my first coach is Avin Miller, and he partners with him. And then obviously my dad's a fighter, and like every single person in my family, it might not be to a pro level or an amateur, like a high amateur standard, but everyone boxes. All
Yeah.
the Kianis in my family box, and one way or
Fighting
another, they will
family.
fight.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah.
How long have you been boxing or fighting?
Fighting, I won the national title when I was 21. I think I started probably boxing when I was about 16, 17.
Okay.
Yeah, so relatively late compared to other fighters. A lot of boxers start boxing when they're like 7, 8. But my parents never really forced me into it. I
Yeah.
started boxing because my dad used to do a bit of training, and he was like a bit of a hard nut. So I thought, yeah, I want to be like my dad, man. And then my eldest brother, he used to do taekwondo, and
Okay.
then I thought, you know, he kind of he took me for my first run actually around the area here,
Mm.
and then they just kind of stuck to me, and then after that, I just started boxing.
Yeah. 16, 17 isn't uh it's late relative to some guys that are doing it when they're 3 years old and whatnot, but then that's like crazy
Mhm.
age. But so your parents never pushed you despite the amount of fighters that you've got in your family. There's no sort of go on, do
Yeah,
that.
no one, yeah, no one really pushed us, and not to get it twisted, like they were fighters, but my family was more so like fighting in the wrong places, like they were all just
Oh,
hard
okay.
nuts, just like street fighting and
Yeah.
being brutes. And then as I got older and I've seen the people around me, like my older brother was training, he was doing taekwondo.
Mm.
My other older brother Zoeb, he was also doing like a bit of boxing, and my dad was boxing, he was fighting. And then I kind of just got drawn to it more. And then at the age of 16, 17 is when I thought, you know what, let me start boxing. And then after that, we started competing
Yeah.
shortly after, yeah.
So when you in I imagine quite a long time have retired and hung up the gloves, is Kiani camp that's sort of coaching, is that what you want to go into?
Yeah, 100%, man. Keone Camp. There's gonna be gyms all over England, hopefully,
Yeah.
and we're gonna have some in Dubai. We're gonna be doing this. Right now, we've got one gym, but hopefully, yeah, Keone Camp is definitely the future,
Mm.
and not just for me, but hopefully for all my family. And yeah, that's once. To be fair, right now I'm just focusing on the boxing. I need to win some titles. I need to win some straps. And my brother, he handles more of Keone Camp. Zabe, he handles all of Keone Camp and the business and whatnot.
Yeah. You can hang the titles, you can hang them in the gym,
Yeah,
show the next
100%.
generation what's up,
Yeah,
what's up. Yeah.
yeah. God willing, man.
Um, why Candyman? Your sort of nickname, ring name, Candyman. Why Candyman?
Do you
It's a
know
bit
what?
of an odd
That's a
one.
good question, man. No one's asked me that. That's the first time someone's asked me that, but I was waiting for that question to be asked at some point. That's a good question. Do you know what? There's two reasons. The first reason is this is the primary reason.
Yeah.
It's because I've got a proper sweet tooth. Like I eat so much sugar outside of my fights. Obviously now as a pro, I've held down a little bit,
Mm.
but I used to do like food challenge, like Ben and Jerry food challenges, and I've got like a massive sweet tooth. Like literally, I just eat and eat and eat sweets. Like Kasim as well,
Yeah.
you don't understand. Kasim, there was a stage in Kasim's life where after a fight, he used to be in like sweet comas. You know, like just like snoring with sugar rubbed all over his face with donuts. Yeah, like I got a really like a really bad sweet tooth. I love my sweet foods.
Mm,
And secondly, is because do you remember? Have you ever seen the movie Candyman,
no.
the original movie? It's like an old school movie. So one of the first scary movies I watched was called The Candyman.
All right.
And yo, I was just scared of it, man. I used to just like, there's a scene in the movie when you say Candyman 3 times or 5 times in the mirror, he comes and he just kills you. And it was one of the first scary movies. Yeah, it was literally one of the first scary movies I was exposed to.
Yeah.
And like, even as a kid growing up, I used to like, someone could say Candyman, I'll be kind of scared, like, oh shit, Candyman's gonna come. You know, they use it.
Yeah.
So yeah, just stuck from them, man. After that, now there's a remake of it now. That's in cinemas. I think it's at cinemas now.
Huh.
But yeah, literally, yeah, I like the ring of it. It's got like a good ring, and I've never really heard of it before. Like, no one's ever used Candyman in the boxing ring, so I kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
liked it. I thought, yo, this works, but it's like a murderer. Do you know what I mean? And
Mm,
it's got it's got like two meanings to it. One, you know, because I like my candy and whatnot, and also because you know that guy's a serial killer, and it's just
yeah.
like a mad movie. Have you ever seen the movie? Check it out, man. The new one's not too good, but it's all right. I watched it in cinema. It's all right.
I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. I like a
Yeah,
sort of horror kind of thing. I like them. They're
yeah,
good.
yeah. Same with me. I do like horrors, so it's a decent horror.
Mm. What's your favorite movie of all
Mm.
time? It's taking it a slightly different direction, but why not?
Oh, just in general.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, favorite movie. Oh,
It's a
that
tough
is a
one.
good question, man. That's a tough question. I don't know. What's your movie, man? What's your favorite movie? I actually don't know.
Um. Oh. Oh shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
I've kind of gone blank a bit. I'm like, I can't even think of a movie.
yeah. Do you know? Never can I can't think of nothing that just strikes out to me. But I do watch quite a bit of movies. I can't lie. When
Yeah.
I'm in camp, I train. I do everything during the day. At night, I just chill, bang Netflix on. I'll just watch something.
Mm.
Yeah, but do you know what? I don't know. Right now, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I'm not too sure right now.
That's all right.
I
What
like
Ben
the
and
Cinderella
Jerry's?
Man.
Cinderella.
Cinderella Man, the movie, the boxing movie. Have you seen it?
Oh, bro, yeah. No, no, no. I've heard of it. I do want to
No,
watch
fuck
that. As
Cinderella.
soon as you
Not
said
not the Cinderella
Cinderella, I was
movie.
like, okay, no, fair enough, but it's a bit of an odd choice, man.
Yeah, yeah. Cinderella Man's like it's an old school boxing movie. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I don't know right now. I can't pick a favorite movie, man.
Yeah,
Too much pressure on that question.
I know. That's the hardest question of the whole interview.
Yeah, literally.
What Ben and Jerry's are you
Mm.
eating? Because that's an also, I think
I
that's
just-
an equally important
Yeah, either fish food or choc fudge brownie, man. But right
fish food.
now in camp, fish food's nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Or right now it's just like once a week I've got a nutritionist. I just have like a Halo top. You know the Halo
mm,
top, the low calorie ice creams. I
yeah,
just have one of those. So those will have any flavor to be fair.
yeah. Do you like how I mean,
As long
obviously
as
the benefits of a nutritionist are good, but is the
mm.
food all right? Like,
Yeah, man, it's
cool.
good. It's good. This nutritionist is really good. He gives
Mm,
me like on Saturday, Sundays I get like a burger, like a homemade burger with sweet potato fries. And my
mm,
weight's low. Like even right now, like I'm walking about like a low weight, you know what I mean?
yeah,
I'm not I'm not overly heavy. I'm fighting soon. So yeah, man, when it comes to like fight week, obviously I'll tone it down a little bit.
yeah.
Bite healthy. Sunday is my rest day, so I haven't really trained today. I was in the gym this morning doing one-to-ones and working and whatnot. But yeah, so today I've had breakfast, lunch, I'm gonna have dinner later and then I'm good to go, man.
Yeah, that's good. I think nutrition is important. Like the
Very
minute you can
important, man.
afford
Very
it, that should be something
important.
you invest in, really. So I've
Mm-hmm.
kind of actually no. How far do you want to go? Like career's done. How many? Like what titles are we talking? Some people British is their
Oh,
goal. Some people they take an English.
nah, man. I want to go the whole way, man. I want to show.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people doubters out there. There's a lot of people saying, "Oh, Amma's dead. He's this, that. Like, you can't really box." I've got no pressure on me. Do you know what I mean?
Mm,
I'm just some guy who started boxing when he was 16, 17 years old because he thought he could fight a little bit. And now he's doing all right. You know, he's had 9, 10 pro fights. I'm going to start with the English. Sorry.
mm.
Well, you know, regional belts,
Yeah, yeah,
whatever. I'm gonna win the British. I'm gonna go as far as I can. I'm gonna take all them straps. Anything that comes my way, I want to go the whole way, man. I want to have some rendition of a world title around my waist by the time I retire. And I'm only getting better, do you know what I mean? Every year I'm getting better and better. So not every year, every session I'm getting better sparring, my sparring champions.
Yep.
And so yeah, I'm gonna go as far as I can. And you know what? Until I have a proper L against another good prospect, I'll give it to him. But till then, or like another champion or something.
Yeah.
Till then, I don't think I'm really gonna be beaten anytime soon.
That's good. You have
Hopefully.
because I was going through your Instagram trying to find stuff to pick up on, blah blah blah. You get a
Yeah.
lot of likes. Like you've got a
Oh yeah.
very, very good sort of following base.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's the same with
Yeah.
Kasim. Is that just like the local community, or is it just family friends?
Yeah. Do you know what it is? No, it's literally it's the local. We grew up in the area, man. And you know, a lot of boxers nowadays, they end up buying their followers and buying their likes. So they have like 10K followers and they get like 30 likes or something.
Yeah,
And a lot of these people have like the ratios are weird. And I don't, you know, a lot of people do hide their likes. I'm never gonna hide it, man. Even if I get 10 likes, I don't care. I don't care what people think about how many likes I get.
mm.
I'll leave that. I'll leave that. I don't really care. But it's genuinely because it's people in the area I grew up in. I grew up in Slough, it's a small town, and people just, you know, I show respect to people. People show me respect, man. And growing up here, it's like a bit of a close knit community in the area too. That's why we get so many ticket sales to our fights and whatnot too.
Yeah,
So yeah, man, it's good fun. Yeah, it's good. I get quite a few likes. But even if I didn't, even if I get like on a post, if I get 30 likes or 20 likes, I'm not gonna like the like post. I think that's just like them people that have got feel like I don't know, they got a chip on their shoulder or something.
yeah.
5 people like it, 10 people. I don't really care, man. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah, no, I only wanted
Mm,
to bring it up because I thought about the sort of ticket sales and how it converted because it is
yeah.
pretty like incredible. You
Mm,
outperform, like you say, there are people with sort of 10,000 followers that get two
yeah.
likes, and it's like that's a bit odd.
Yeah.
But your posts,
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
single one, it's like there's just a community, and you can see the same names popping up in the comments. Everything, it's great. It's
Yeah.
really good to see.
No, it's good, man. It's the people here, they make our dreams work, man. It's
Mm.
like the local community, the sponsors that help us, they're helping make the dreams work. So without these people, I won't even be boxing. You know how it is
Yeah,
for a pro boxer, that's a small show, you know, that's on the small shows. It's all about ticket sales. If you can't sell a ticket, there's no point turning pro. If you can't do 100 tickets, there's pretty much no point turning pro.
yeah.
So yeah, we're doing good, man. We're always getting over 250 tickets, a lot of
All right.
ringside. So hopefully for us, it's good. Yeah, minimum 250. That's why it's good, man.
Yeah, that's a really good number, actually. That's a really, really good number. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. And hopefully when you get to titles, that's when you can start boosting up. I
Mm.
mean, I had about 500 odd for my debut. So
Oh
hopefully
shit.
just owners and all. Yeah, man, it was good.
That's a proper support group you've got backing you there. That's really good.
Yeah, no, no, man. I'm happy with the people that support me, man.
Yeah.
And I know I can tell you what. It's not. I'm not one of them guys that just says, "Oh, I never say call people my fans. They're my fans. They're my people. Do you know what I mean? They're my friends.
Mm.
So I could never refer to these people as fans. I could name every single one of them individually that buys a ticket. That's why I show
Mm.
them love. That's why they show me love because we know each other on that level, man.
That's good. That's really good. Because I remember seeing it
Hmm.
with Kasim, and I didn't mention it because I thought it's Instagram likes
Hmm.
aren't that important. But then with you,
Yeah.
I sort of remembered some of the names, and I was like,
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's crazy. Well, I'm gonna move into
Yeah.
something now,
Yeah.
which is a bit more it's a bit more of a game kind of thing. So it's this or that.
Yeah.
So all you got to do is you can
Okay.
give a reason. You don't have to. It doesn't really matter. But I'm just gonna
All right.
name
Cool.
people, things, boxing related. It's whatever related.
Yeah.
So first one, who's better overall, Crawford or Pacquiao?
Who overall
Yeah, yeah.
Crawford.
Crawford, really, mate? Oh,
That's a
okay.
controversial one. Do you know? I don't know. Do you know? As I was thinking about it, but Pacquiao's done more weight divisions. I think he's done 8. What's
Yeah.
Crawford done like 4? Don't know.
Undisputed in two. Yeah, four. I think 3 or 4.
Yeah, sticky. It's a sticky one. That I'm just saying Crawford because I think I've seen more of Crawford. Pacquiao was. I didn't see much of early Pacquiao. Do you know what I mean? I didn't see much
Yeah,
of like light Pacquiao. I saw Pacquiao at super lightweight and like light welterweight. No, so I saw mostly at welter, should I say? Welter,
mm,
super welter. I didn't see early Pacquiao in action. I've seen Crawford the whole way pretty much.
yeah, yeah. That's a big deal,
So I
actually.
can.
Seems you
That's the
watching.
only thing I can say about. Yeah, I've seen more of him.
Yeah. All right. Who's gonna win? Fury or Usyk?
Fury, man. That was a
Oh
blip.
man.
That was a blip. That was a blip. He's gonna beat him. He's gonna beat him. Usyk's gonna get outboxed. Usyk's been outboxing the amateurs. He'll get outboxed. Fury just didn't train for Ngannou, man. He'll beat him.
I agree with that. I think Usyk. I have a feeling. Which
I
I've
don't
so
know.
I've
I don't
asked
know.
that question to quite a few pros, and they all tell me Fury, and I'm like, am I
That's,
delusional or I don't know?
I think Fury. I think Fury for sure.
Yeah, but I've been reading a book at the moment. It's somewhat related, and in that there's a quote. Do you know who Jack Johnson is?
Oh
Ever heard of
yeah,
him? Yeah, yeah.
that
So
that yeah.
there's a quote from him about how like there was a guy he fought, might have been Tommy Burns, who's like a really good fighter, horrible racist. The book is like horrendous for that, but it's brilliant to read. Anyway, and Tommy Burns was very good, but because Jack Johnson was so much bigger, he just
Mm,
completely outdid him. And after reading that, I'm
yeah,
like, oh, maybe Fury will win. I don't know, but yeah.
yeah.
Football or boxing?
Boxing every day,
Yeah,
man. I don't watch football at all.
you don't. That's unusual. I
Nah,
think most people do.
I watch no football.
All right.
Last time watch last time watch football was like Venestroy, like that era there, like Nicky Butt, Paul Scholes. That's the United I remember.
Yeah.
Saha, Tevez.
Um, Sweets or chocolate?
Oh, chocolate.
Really? I was expecting sweets after the like sweet tooth stuff. I was thinking sweet, no?
The funny thing, because I got such a sweet tooth, I have like a polo
Yeah.
every hour or so, just one little polo just to keep something sweet in my mouth. But yeah, nah, I think chocolate, definitely chocolate.
Hmm. Going out or staying in?
Staying in, just chilling, man.
Yep.
Yeah,
Sparring or pad work?
sparring. Sparring is
Sparring.
fun, man. Yeah,
Anthony Joshua or Francis Ngannou?
AJ, AJ.
AJ. I think so too. I
Yeah,
think it'd be quite easy if I'm being honest.
yeah,
Um,
same.
and then the final one, Amar Kayani or Kasim Kayani?
Oh, Kasim. Kasim,
Brotherly love
Kasim,
that.
John. No, no,
Yeah.
no.
And then the final thing then is, can you come up with a question for my next interview, please? It can be absolutely
Okay,
anything.
all right. Favorite cheat meal after a fight.
That's good. That's really good.
Favorite
Yeah, I
cheat
like
meal
that.
after a fight. Yeah.
You and your brother have probably both got the best questions so far, I reckon.
Oh yeah.
I
What was
think
his?
so. His was build your perfect boxer. So like chin, power.
Oh,
That was a good one.
IQ.
That was
Oh
good for
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. I
clips.
remember.
Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. That is a good question. Yeah, favorite cheat meal is like that'd be a good question. Like because after a fight, you're clacking and whatever what's the best thing to eat
Mm.
after a fight.
Yeah, I like that.
But yeah, that's
Well then have you got anything you'd like to shout out? Instagram, sponsors, people, whatever.
yeah. Do you know what? Shout out to my sponsors. Shout out to Hijama Specialist.
Mm.
If you got any, if you got any aches, pains in your back, whatever, you get hijama done in it. It's like miracle work, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Hub Recruitment. They're like the newest recruitment agency. If you want to relocate to like Middle East anywhere, they're your people to go to. Shout out 360 Alloys and Bodywork. It's like literally this alloys and bodywork company based in Slough, Reading.
Yeah.
Proper good for like alloys, cars. If you need to fix your car up, cheap, good prices, man. Hit them up. And if anyone else wants to sponsor me, we still got time.
Mm.
So we've got a few weeks. So listen, the sponsors hit me up. We ain't got much long.
Yeah.
We ain't got much longer left because the shirts are gonna be coming in this week. And if you want your logo on them and on the shorts, you gotta shout me.
Mm.
That's it.
Uh
That's,
yeah. So thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much to Omar for coming or doing it, whatever. Yeah. But thank you.